went out into the rain. I cried, went naked, you know, all these things are doing on video. Like, oh God, I miss you. Have mercy, God. Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Lifestyle with Coco. So on this edition, I'll be talking about my marriage, how I started, and then my first pregnancy and my second pregnancy. So I hope you enjoy the clip. My dream wedding. I like call it that, dream wedding. Nah, I didn't have one. I had I don't, that thing is just paining me if I remember. I know that the world will crucify me for like, you don't born 3 children. That I used to cry over a wedding party for. I would cry. See, that man will still do a party on this my head. I'm the Ada of my family, the first daughter of my family. Of course, I have a Nigerian mother. Yes, or even if she's a simple woman, I like party. I want my mom to tie big igele. I want to wear a wedding dress. I want to do all the ceremony. I've even counted my friends that would dance beside me. We planned this whole thing in our head. We planned it, and then COVID happened. So when my friends came to the country, it wasn't in Nigeria. He came, and we're waiting. Like, okay, we're planning small, and then okay, COVID will soon be over. Then we'll have this party and all that. But then my dad. If I wasn't that man's favorite child, I'm beefing him for this. It doesn't mean I need him to watch this. I know that I'm beefing him. But I just called from nowhere like, I know you people are planning a big party. Now, no, that one is you people's own. The one that concerns me as your father is the bride price. So just come and do that in the parliament. When the whatever you guys want to do afterwards is up to you people. I'm like, is this man playing? Is this man serious? He just saw that. I think one of my aunts had called him and told him to do that, and he had called. I can't say no to my dad, but I know if I'm being what's the word? Is it serious or also what my dad did was the best decision for me at the time, because then all the money we used in setting up our apartments and maybe getting my fiance getting me a car, that we could have spent it to throw a wedding party and feed people that will go back and say the wedding was not sweet enough. So when the man said it was the right thing. You know how they say doing the right thing is really hard. It's hard. Like, it was the right thing what he did, but it wasn't exactly the genge thing of the, now how I'm not a Gen Z baddie, but I'm a yuppie girl here. I'm a Soji babe. All my friends thought Coco was going to have a fairy tale wedding, and I wanted one, but it didn't happen. And so they gathered like 10 to 12 to 18. My dad said 10 to 12 people in his living room. See, those relatives, they were up to 40 that day. But thank God my mom had a inside. We made enough food and all that. But bottom line is my friends couldn't come. Nobody could travel. So it was just family members that I did not know. But then it was also beautiful. I wore a nice dress. I took cute pictures. My friends were not there to dance with me. It was just in my dad's compound. There was no time for all the... You see, it's Coco. My mother getting away to the sweets and all. My wedding should have been 8. But it wasn't it. But we give God the glory. But don't worry, that young man has promised me that we're still going to have a party. The kids, the twins and the girl, they'll still get to, maybe they'll not be the little groom and ring bearer and little bride or whatever. But I still get to have the party. And on a serious note, even if it's 10 years from now, at least it'll be better, because then I have the money, I'm comfortable. Nobody's going to tell me, this one that you're spending all this money already. How people have food in the house? Nobody's going to say anything like that. There'll be enough money for me to fly everybody to Dubai and have a dream wedding. That would come. But for now, I love my life. So it's time to start telling you about my life. Okay, for starters, I was one of those people that thought I was going to have issues with getting pregnant. See, and the devil has sorry, I want to bring the devil into this now. The devil has a way of messing with your head and putting all these ideas in your head and just creating this problem. Like, you're just there, you're okay, there's no problem, and then the devil just comes, whispers in your ear, and then from nowhere you're imagining problems. That was what happened. While I was single before the marriage, I couldn't. I don't think this. My dad is going to watch this video, so I have to be careful what I say. It's it. I mean, coming on TV to say you were having unprotected sex with your partner, then who wasn't your husband, is not exactly something your father needs to listen to. But I'll say it, and I'll hope that I'll just tell him that the second edition is not really interesting. Don't watch it. Skip to the last one. That's what I would do. But then the pregnancy thing didn't happen. So our time, our generation, girls were getting pregnant here and there, having abortions with their boyfriends and all that. So I thought something was wrong with me, and then from nowhere, I just always had this fear that I was either going to have problems getting pregnant, or I was going to die during childbirth. That was one thing that the devil implanted in me from like my university days up to like adulthood, like when I wanted to get married and all that. It was bad. It was really bad, but I wouldn't even want to go into it. The reason for that story is to explain why I did not know I was pregnant when I was pregnant. I had not I had no clue. I was taking apple cider vinegar. I wanted to be slim and fit and sexy for my man. I was doing slim tea. I was doing all the genge. I was pregnant, like 2 months pregnant. Please don't ask me. I don't know. That thing is too long. I don't know how to go into all the why I did not know I was pregnant. Why there were no symptoms? I don't know. I just thought I had malaria. I thought I had malaria, and that was it. I was taking Lonat DS, and it's really strong and all that. But then I visited a friend. Long story short, she said, "And Coco, the hair even made me cut my hair. Like I did moro on my hair. I was just have a pregnancy test. I'm like, I think that thing always comes back clean every time I use it and all. And just have one." So I did. I was in toilet. Told you something. We were inside one small container and sacked the thing, brought it out, like 2 lines. Huh? And then this man came in, like, and he tore the other one, because we bought two. He tore the other one and dipped it into the urine himself. And then he showed 2 lines, and this man just, he was really excited. He hugged. No, was it? I don't want to get this wrong. Did he hug me the first time? No, I didn't. You know this pregnancy thing that happens with people, where when you tell your partner you're pregnant, they'll not hug you. I'll be like, we are pregnant with this. I've not had that kind of reaction ever from my partner. He's always running to the toilet to poo. I don't know what's up with his system. Like, I'm pregnant, he ran. I didn't see him, and then I washed up and came out, and he came back, and then he knelt down, and held me from the waist down, hugged my belly, put his head on my stomach. That part was sweet, but that initial, like, baby, you're pregnant, I didn't get that. But he came back, and then after a while, the cash he had in his hands, he blessed me or so with the money, prayed, and this baby will bring out the luck and blah blah blah. And then immediately he said he wanted a girl. He said he wanted a girl. I wanted a girl too. Well, growing up, I thought I wanted a boy first, but then somewhere along the line, I changed my mind. I wanted a girl. He wanted a girl because there were like 8 boys and 1 girl, plenty. He wanted a kid girl. And so the journey began. I went to have a blood test, found out it was real, and that's my first pregnancy was hell. Well, not just the second pregnancy was hell too, but the first it was really hard. The first few months, couldn't eat properly, couldn't do a lot of things. It was terrible. Plus, I found out I had fibroid, and I already had ulcer before, and then I had fibroid. And all this while, you see, my husband was worried that our baby would be abnormal. Like our baby, something might be wrong with our baby because of all the medication I had taken while I was pregnant, the drugs, the apple cider. We went to one big supermarket, Allmark, and we bought this thing for migraine. It was strong. So I was like, is this child going to be normal? Maybe this not going to come out. One thing not going to do. Okay. He didn't voice all of that out. He didn't say it out to me. He said it only after I had put to bed and the baby was perfect. So meaning he had all of that inside him and didn't say nothing. The fibroid is really bad. It's painful. I had a lot of pain. There were days I woke up in like a pool of blood. Not just spotting. Spotting is like mink blood. This is not mink. Woke up in blood, and it was strange. And then I think that was where my journey with the whole faith thing. I used to think that my faith journey started when my mom was ill, but then I realized it truly started when I was pregnant with my first baby. Because I mean, I'll just pick my Bible. I grew up as a Muslim, was born a Muslim, and all that and all that. Became a Christian somewhere after getting married. Got born again and baptized not so long ago. But then I wasn't even born again then or baptized. I just take my Bible, go out. It was the day it was raining. I went out into the rain. I cried, went naked, you know, all these things are doing on video, and you'll be like, they're being dramatic. Now, I was dramatic on that one that I did on one at Nollywood. I would go out, I would now pull my clothes and be like, oh God, I'm this wrong. Have mercy, God, have mercy. I don't want to lose this pregnancy. And all that fear, the truth is, all that fear was because I thought that I had managed to get pregnant. Like, God, if anything now happens to this pregnancy, will another one come? God, please keep this one. So it was tears and pain. I would wiggle on the bed. My partner was supportive. He was supportive, but then we also had our fair share of okay, let me not fly to that one. That one is in the marriage talk. This one is pregnancy talk. Let me stick with pregnancy. So, after all the months of having hope and then the fears and challenges, plus the pregnancy also had its um, um, it had its what do you call it, toil on my marriage. We're a young couple, and I was very demanding. I was a very demanding pregnant woman. Not because I wanted to be. Not my own wasn't craving this. Yes, I used to have a lot of cravings, but my own was more of the pain I was in. It made my partner restless. It made him worry a lot. So he had to worry about getting money, preparing for a baby, and then worry about me. There was some nights we went to the hospital like 2 a.m. in the night when I couldn't handle the pain anymore. I think people don't discuss fibroids as much as they should. I think doctors or those medical practitioners should do a lot more. What's the word? Awareness on this thing. This thing it's painful. It's really painful, and I've heard of stories of people saying they cannot conceive because of fibroid, and then some others will lose the pregnancy because of it. And then so having me handle my own pain and battle it, it was hell. It was bad. But then, to God be the glory. I had my baby, and also, please, I would like to talk about the spiritual part of this journey, not just the physical and emotional parts. The part where I had to fight my demons inside my head, like me feeling like I wasn't going to be here to take care of my children, to take care of my daughter. So it was bad to the point that I took a lot of cute pictures. Like, I would literally soak my pillows at night with tears. Wake up in the morning, paint my face, contour my big nose, take cute pictures. And I wasn't doing this because people easily judge people for what they don't understand. People feel like, she's showing off her pregnancy or she's doing that. Actually, I was making those videos because I thought I was going to die. And then I used to leave instructions with my sister to tell her that when anything happens to me, when my daughter comes, show her all those clips. Let her know that mommy was a yopping mommy. Mommy was a gang. Mommy was a baddie. Mommy was fun. Mommy was this. It was creepy because I didn't know the trauma. I don't know the things I did to my sister then. I hope those things did not affect her. But then I used to send her creepy, because I just thought I was going to die. It was a lot. So my husband would get up, pray for me. My mom would fast and pray. My father would call me, and all. It was just a lot on anyone. My mom-in-law would do that. It was a lot. It was a lot. So I'm grateful that God helped me conquer that, which is why when I was going into the theater, it was really the fear and everything. The devil just carried stool. See, if you give the devil a small chance, the devil just carried stool and sat on top of my brain. He sat down there and did all he could do because that minute I was just feeling like I would go into my baby room, the room we were preparing, and I would cry, hold her as stuffs, and in the minute, like I would never. And then the dreams. I've seen my mom, I've seen my husband, I've seen them playing with this baby. I was never in the picture. So I just resigned to the fact that I'm going to die, bring my baby into this world. I would even tell my husband stuff like, hey, move on. That would just look at me like, hey, God. Hi, so that meant case that you go give me as wife last like my girl was a mental issue that's gonna give me as wife. I'm sure that's what will be going on in his head. But it'll just be like, maybe nothing will happen, but They asked that man question. They should put him on this channel. He has a lot to say. I passed out
This one is
immediately, so
painful.
there was a lot of pain and all that.
This
I've
one
got clips to show for
enter.
all that. Recorded some part of it, and then my baby came, and she was perfect. She was beautiful. And okay, throwback to there's one part I should mention. You know, while we're doing this scan, I think they don't wait for the gender reveal. My husband was scared to go in with me, thinking that okay, it was going to be maybe in case I said it was a boy and all. So I went in with just his younger sister, and then we found out that it was going to be a girl. Though she did not really open, it said 75% because she was closing her legs. I don't know. This child is always when she's sleeping, that she's always opening her leg to sleep. But in the one, she was closing her legs, and they could not really see the genitals to know. But they said female children are the ones that usually close their legs, so 75% a girl. So I came out, and this young man was saying, I tricked him. This life, man. This life. I tricked this man. I tricked my husband. I came out and I told him that we're having twins. We're having two babies. I have, like, I am so glad I recorded that event. Like, when I came out and I was telling him two babies, and it was like, two. Like, this is somebody that's already thinking how he's going to marriage with one baby. The monetary aspect, the everything. And then telling him there was two. And so he was like, where did the second one hide? And also, I was just tricking him like we're having two, and then I hugged him and said it was a trick. It was just one baby. And now, fast forward to 2 years after that, I had the twins that I tricked my husband. Is God not wonderful? God is wonderful. Some part of this reality thing we're doing, we're going to be saying they're doing a lot of God, God, God. Nobody should come for me and say it's not a religious channel, yeah, but God is involved in the story. So there's going to be a lot of God, God, God talk. Then the baby came, she was perfect, getting my body. If I remember how I looked when I was pregnant, I used to ask my husband, like, baby, those times that we now had sex, that we had sexual relations as man and wife, how did you manage? Because when I stand in front of the mirror and I look at myself, even me, I don't want to sleep with myself, like seeing the way I looked, my face, the ugliness, you don't know I was ugly. I would not even want to sleep with myself. So how can I want somebody to sleep with me? It was that bad. So I asked him, like, how were you able to? How I would just be like, I didn't even be like, this woman just the fair way to enter me, the fair word from my mouth. He would not want to come here. He was using the memory of, when I was fine. I'm like, okay. And I was one of those women that craved a lot of sexual attention when I was pregnant. I'm not going to be shy to say this. I'm a married woman. I'm allowed to say this. There are women, we don't speak about that enough. I mean, there's some women who are pregnant and their husbands are abroad. Nobody's asking them how to do it. They have needs. And they're even ashamed to talk about it for fear of what the society would say. Maybe people laughing at them and be like, you don't marry, you be dog, you be, dog, yes, I'm a bingo for my husband, leave it at that. Yes, I was pregnant. I was this close to being called a bingo. I liked it. I am allowed to. I cannot be ashamed of. These are the issues. These are some of the things we'll go on to talk about in this channel. Lots and lots of hidden topics that we keep hiding and we don't want to talk about for fear the society will judge us, or people will listen to this and be like, how can this woman just be saying this kind of thing? She's not doing it with decorum. She's a married woman. She doesn't say such. I would say it. I would say it gladly, and I have the permission of my spouse to be myself. And this is me being myself. Remember, we said it was unfiltered reality. So this is me being myself. So my body, I had a lot of changes. My changes were like here to here. That's what the changes are. And that's what, don't judge the book by its cover. This is the cover people were seeing. It's not like I walked naked and everybody will see. Nothing was going on much that there, but this was. So afterwards, the fat and everything started coming just little. Beforehand, see, I wasn't very fat though. I didn't add so much weight. Let me not use the word fat, because before then, my friends, I have a friend. She's in the UK. Abby. She had warned me like, okay, when you're born, no grill. All those pounded jam they make you married, but like you go your fat, you go your blue. I said, serious? It's not chop pounded jam for me. And I don't know who is bringing the pounded jam. No. I don't know. So there was a lot of changes. It was one night I remember when the room and I started shivering, I was shaking. That's when I knew there's something called omomo fever. Who knew that? Omomo fever, where I think it was as a result of my baby not breastfeeding. I had that challenge. I decided after a couple of months to hit the gym. I'm like, need to get this body back. Need to look fine for Obi again. You know how they say that these young men, they say they go by their size, what they see. Women, we go by what we hear. Okay, so I said it's time to get the body back. I hit the gym. I was, working hard to just be fit, be not, lose a little bit of weight and all that. God, hi. If I'm calculating the times I have wasted, completely wasted, if I'm talking about wasted effort, you see that few months I went to gym, completely wasted effort. Who knew? If I knew that I was going to get pregnant again, what was the point? What was the point going to run on the treadmill? I'm just at home. I went for a wedding, took a break from gym, traveled to worry for a wedding, and I'm feeling. I think I used keke. It's a wonder, like why the pregnancies I've had, there was no one that I expected. I was inside. Okay, when we got down from the tricycle, we're inside the wedding venue. So, my friend I went with, someone had come to say hi to her, and in instantly I just drew my nose like it looked like the guy had a bit of an offensive. But I'm wondering on a nose thing. So I asked my friend, I'm like, this person, no. She's like, you sure say you did okay? I didn't perceive anything. I did not know I was pregnant again. My baby was, my daughter was 1 year, uh, 1 year and I think a few months. Yeah, 1 year, maybe 3 months or how many. And I was pregnant again. We were not ready for that. So all that gym, all the efforts, everything I did, it was just a waste. I got pregnant again and I did not know. I got back to Benin, my husband, we did the drugs and he just said, these are you were during the first one. Oh. I was eating, I just dropped the food instantly, ran to the pharmacy across the house. Not the strip. I couldn't wait till the next day. It's be like early morning urine. I did not wait. That afternoon, I told the team, I checked. One line was clear. The second line was fake. The second line was doing like television was not clear. I'm like, where is this line? I carried the thing around to the pharmacy again. Like there's a pharmacist there. I said, please help me check this line. And he said, you're pregnant. But this line is not very clear. Okay, before I did that, I went on Google. And Google, whatever you have, it will maximize it. If you have a small dot on this your hand telling you, and you want to check it and all, it would maximize it and it will look very big. So when I checked, everything was just showing me that I was pregnant. I was going to be the mother of nations. If that Google could tell me that I was pregnant with maybe like a dozen kids, it would. So I just ran to the. I didn't trust what I was seeing, and I ran to the pharmacy across and showed the pharmacist, and he just looked at it and said, Mama, congratulations, you're pregnant. I said, look, the guy, okay, swallow your congratulations, but congratulations. Mama said, you're pregnant. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me just go home. So I decided to wait till the next morning and do a proper one. This one with proper early morning urine that will give the proper test. Before then, my husband was already looking at me with one kind of eye. The man don't be boil, I don't know why I was boiling, shy. It's not like it's immaculate conception. It's not like I just woke up and boom, I felt pregnant or I climbed on top of myself. So why was it boiling? I don't want to go into that one first or no. But then the next morning I checked again and it was the same faint line and all that. I went to have a blood test and lo and behold, I was pregnant again. Totally unexpected. Okay, guys, that will be all for this episode. And if you enjoyed my rant, this is my story. Keep it locked and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and enjoy the next episode. Ciao.